Hello, friends. I'm the Evangelion expert, and welcome to Ark Survival Evolved. Now, the reason I'm playing this game and not Code Vein is, quite frankly, this is my game what I play when I just need to unwind, especially after working. This is my go-to relax game, and the reason I play this is because, like Minecraft, it's just an open-world game where you just, well, in this case, where you build a base and collect dinos. And now, me and my big shark friend have been exploring the ocean for anything we can get underneath the water. Like, we're looking for oil sources and pearls, that sort of thing. We haven't found much because I'm playing on the Ragnarok map, and we haven't found much in the way of oil spots, so I'm probably gonna have to look that up and then explore the area some more. But what I will do right now is I'll head back to my base and I will introduce you to all my dinos, which I have up around the corner here. And there's a reason I choose the location that I do for my base, and it's kind of an obvious one, which I recommend if you're a beginner at this game that you do. I'm just gonna scan this for any trilobites, because I can get some pearls and oil from them. That, and, you know, might as well look around, because what I want to do is eventually I'm gonna move I want to make multiple bases, because where I am is a good place for like a beginner base, but what it doesn't have a lot of the good resources I need. It has enough metal, so I'm not too worried about metal. It has enough wood, stuff like that. Like, the basic stuff that I need to survive, it has. No problem. What it doesn't have is a good place to get some good dinos without me having to travel long distances. Now, I've gotten lucky that two of the dinos that I have just so happened to stumble upon me while I was trying to capture another, and I just so happened to take them with me. And so, you know, where originally I planned on getting one dino, I ended up getting 5 dinos, and I'll introduce you to all 5 of them because they're up at my base. And I'm just gonna go park my speedboat. Well, he's not as fast, but he gets the job done. I like the I just recently got the Megalodon. Oh, I just almost beached him. Go around here, because this is where my raft is. I'll just park right here. Yes, my character's running around in her underwear, mainly because I don't want to bring my armor down there and then die and lose and have to, you know, get it back. Because it'd be a bitch. But, you know, so because I don't have the scuba gear and I need to get the scuba gear, even though I'm at the level where I can go get it, I just have to build the stuff like the refinery. Well, the refinery is what I'm making. It's the fabricator is what I need to make, and the refinery eventually. But that takes an astronomical amount of metal, which luckily I'm in a location that has an astronomical amount of metal. And let me introduce you to my dinos. First off, as you can see, I have 2 Rexes. These 2 actually attacked me while I was trying to get an Archie. You just got fucked. This is why I have T-Rexes, because when it comes to if they wanna fuck around with us, you aren't gonna get past my T-Rexes. Because my T-Rexes will fuck you up. Let me get them back up here. Yeah, so these 2 came from that, you know, journey. I was actually trying to get an RG, which is these, you know, these birds right here. I was trying to get I knocked the RG out, and just so happens these 2 came around the corner. Well, it was one, I knocked one out, and then the other one came around the corner. So then I had to deal with that. So I just knocked these 2 out and grabbed them instead. So I walked away with 2 Rexes, but the other 3 in the equation are over here. Are my 3 raptors. I actually knocked these guys out just for safety because I was going to have to stand there for a while, and all three of these guys in the place, so I bowed all three of them and dragged in and captured them too. I just want to take them back to the base with me. Get them back up here. Nah, I just have them mainly standing around my base. My T-Rex, the reason I go for a T-Rex, and typically I wouldn't go for a T-Rex so early in the game, which is when I got him, because I was just going for an RG because I wanted to start going inland. Come on, boys. Oh, actually it's boys, and I think it's one girl. Yeah, there's a female. Yeah, it's 2 boys and a female. I just want them to be by their feeding troughs. I don't want them to be that far away from me. But I go for the. You want to go? I typically build up. I go from a raptor, then to a Carnosaurus, and then to the T-Rex, and then I'll get all the other ones. I'll get Spinos and stuff, and Allos. What I'm gonna actually have to do first is I want to go put my armor on and grab my taming supplies. So let me go grab my armor. Which is not in here, but I do need my gun. Do I want to bring? I'll bring this one and the crossbow. As you can see, this is the layout of my base. All my simple stuff's on this side, so my primitive stuff, my normal smithy, forges, mortar and pestle, all on this side. This side's going to be all my where I'm going to put the fabricator. I'm going to put the giant refinery right here, but it's not going to be for a while because I have to refine a lot of metal. So if I don't, I have to get the metal first, and then I'll make it. But I also need to go get oil anyways, because I needed it for this guy. The fabricator. I keep trying to call it the refinery. This is what leads to getting the big refinery. I'll grab these guys too. Alright, let's go back this way so I can put this down. Now when I make a new base, I have to, of course, have the supplies to, bring these things with me. This is the next thing I'm getting, the industrial forge. That's what I aim to get next, but it's gonna take a lot of. That's why I need to find an oil source, because I don't see one in the normal area. So I'm gonna have to look up on. Probably what I'll do is I usually go on the wiki and I look on the wiki for it. The wiki. And from there, then I will go, take, if it's close enough to where I can just take the Megalodon, I'll just take the Megalodon out and go get it that way, but it all depends on where it is. I'm gonna need some I'm gonna need my ammo. I'm gonna need this and this. The reason I'm bringing both my rifle and my crossbow is because I have, just in case I run out of the darts, I can use my crossbow. And the crossbow, it shoots a hell of a lot faster than this dude. So that's why I tend to bring this guy. I'm bringing it just in case. I don't. It all depends on what's up when I go take T-Rex for a walk, which is kind of that's one good thing about having a T-Rex is you just take them out, and because none of the dinos will screw with the T-Rex. I wanted to say fuck with the T-Rex, but I don't know why I was so hesitant. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. You have all this crap in you. I took him out to go get Cheeton, so I can make cementing paste. See, this is why I have them. Like, have these T-Rex like him. I actually have a third one. He's at that red dot that says Rexy. I actually got him while I was flying around, when I got 3 other RGs, because I need them to be pack mules for me. When I want to start moving stuff, I can just start throwing it into them and then start walking, take the T-Rexes up north and then go from there. Because my goal is to find a Giga. Now, on this map, I know I have a good idea where they are. I've found them once before, just whether or not they spawn. And one thing, I want to go over, look in this area for a Theo. And I'm just going to bring the T-Rex. Because there's possibility there could be raptors up over here. Now, the one good thing about this area, you get Dilophosauruses, or Dillies as I call them. You get those guys over here, but you might get compy here and there, but nothing really too threatening wanders into this area. It's a very good neutral zone to where you can build a base. You got a lot of metal you can get here, which is great because you need metal, and you can refine a lot of it here and then just bring it up north with, RGs, because it has, when you use, put metal in the RG's inventory, it halves the weight. So where it would be 200, you carry 200 metal. For them, it's only carrying 100. So that comes in handy. But the reason I'm walking up here is because every time I've played this map, I've actually, this isn't a base that I've had for a while. I've only had this base for probably 2 days. Typically, a Theo spawns in this area. And my nickname for the Theos is Twinkle Fingers, because they do something hilarious when they level up. Now, if I can capture one, that'd be nice, but I don't know if there's one in this area. Because they're typical, every time I've played, there's usually been one that just hangs out over here. He's not an aggressive dino, it's just, you can't get too close to him without him. If you get too close, he attacks you, and he does a high amount of damage, because what's good about him is he's a damn good damage dealer. He could take down a Rex, without a problem. Which, you wonder why I'm bringing a Rex, because on most occasions, your tamed dino is going to be stronger than the untamed dino, so my Rex would kill a Theo without a damn problem. That's why I'm bringing him and not, say, a Raptor. I mean, the Raptor comes handy because I can just run away, but the Theo's not. The Theo has a decent amount of speed. I wouldn't say he's faster than a Raptor, or faster than a Theo. But, because I haven't raced them, because I play this game by myself. I got my wife this game, and she was meh to it. Mainly because, they have this weird-ass rubber band, where you get rubber banded to the host, which is weird. No attack. Wow. It was a fucking fly. I stepped on one. Dragonflies. How do Okay. I don't see really anything over here. No. Theo and Big Boy. Wait, no, there he is. He's behind me. That's a Theo right there. He has a really long name. I just call him Theo for short. Now, the thing with him is he's fast, and being on ground level with him is not really a good option. Which is why honestly, I probably should have brought RG, but if I count on anything to watch my back, it's my T-Rex. I mean, he's never failed me before. I wouldn't think he would now. That's too dense. I'm not gonna hit him. And if I don't capture him, there's always other areas. I can step on a zombie. There's a raptor stuck over there. I'm gonna ignore him for now, because a better option might be to make a hunting stand out of stone, so he can't hit me. So I'm just gonna see if there's any other ones around. It's either that or I come by with, I go grab my RG and I come over here with him, and basically what I do is you hit him, he aggroes onto you, jump on the RG, fly away. You basically hit and run. You can't shoot off an RG's back, but big deal. That's how I got the Rex up north, was I would jump off of him and jump off the RG, hit him with the trank arrows, fly away when he got too close. Shoot him more, and there's a monkey on the ground here. Oh, there's the monkey. I'm going to step on you and you're not going to like it. It's a tech parasaur. I'd kill him, but there's no reason to because he does what he will give you. Actually, I could kill him with electronic parts. And he did. Yeah, you get electronic parts from killing the tech guys. They actually, originally, they actually gave you, funny enough, when you killed the tech dinos, they would give you just, you know, normal hide and raw meat. But no, they changed it so that it would actually give you metal and, you know, all the tech stuff. So, see, some of these, it's funny, some of the dinos don't have that survival instinct. They see Rex and they go, I'm gonna attack him, and Rex just chomps him dead. You see, I have to get a Triceratops to join the club. And if you notice, he's glowing. It's because he gets a rivalry bonus with any of his rivals. So a Spinosaurus is his rival, the T-Rex is his rival, so he gets a higher defense bonus. I don't know if he gets an attack bonus, but then again, it's not gonna matter because T-Rex will kill him. He's useless in the face of my T-Rex. One thing that's the only downside about the T-Rex is he's not very fast. That's the only downside of the T-Rex. Is he's not fast, but I've been putting stuff into his speed to kind of speed him up a tad bit. Because I don't plan on taking him into battle against a Giga unless I have like 7 or 8 of them. Or probably even like 10 of them. Then I'll bring him in, but I probably won't bring this guy here because he's my main Rex. Even though I like this one's color scheme more. I like the black stripe on him, the white and the black stripe. This one has like a greenish, you know, red stripe on him. The biggest criticism, other than, you know, how, you know, the craft is like, after playing a lot of crafting games, the crafting is very meh in this game, but it's serviceable. I like it. It gets the job done. But the one thing this game lacks is the ability to actually interact with your dinos. Like, seriously, I would like the ability to pat my T-Rex on the nose, or, you know, pet my raptors, that sort of thing. Ow, my knees. Because it's just that little thing, you know, that you can add to this game that makes it so much better. Like when he does this and he looks at you, just bop him on the nose. I mean, I could bop him on the nose, but it'd just be punching him in the face. And I'm not punching the T-Rex in the face. Because I'm punching him in the face and then he's going to bite me once and dead. I mean, even same, because it'd just be hilarious to do that to a Giga, which is like 3 times the size of a Rex. So, you know, just do that and then you just like pat him on the nose like, oh, good boy. Like, that's what's missing with these guys. It's like, I wish I had the ability. What the hell was that? Which one of you made that noise? Like with these guys, I was like, I'd like the ability to like just pop them on the nose. Hey, you guys make the noise. Also, my Iguanodon. I got him because he's actually... Iguanodons are really good because they don't lose stamina from running. So these guys can just run. They are very good when you just need to haul ass. They're not fast, but they will they just keep going. I just, you know, because they're not going to run out of stamina anytime soon. So they just won't stop. Now with this guy, I need to get this stuff out of his limbo. Because I need to make the stuff for, there's certain things I need. I need the big industrial forge. Or as I call it, the refinery, because that's honestly that's what it is to me. I want this, that's a major need, but it doesn't need electronics. Definitely the upgraded rifles, but I want the chainsaw. Which I think I can get. The only thing I'm missing is polymer. I do have enough. Yeah, I think I have enough, but I need to make gasoline. That's one of the things I do need to make. So I do need to make gas. This will come in handy because I can cook a lot of food. That and no, actually that I need more, so I should have enough to make polymer. Polymer is very easy to make. Just obsidian and cementing paste. Let me go get my obsidian out of here. Oh, that's right. I got a shit ton of crack in my info. Let me offload this. Keep this stuff in here. Yep. I need to make gasoline, so this is how you make gasoline. It's just hide and oil. Turn on and it makes gasoline. And this guy's making ingots currently. This guy was making charcoal. That's all he was doing. I'm not gonna have anyone. I'm not gonna have this guy refined because I don't need. Having just the one going for now is fine for me. I don't actually. I don't have a. Well, I might actually. I'll have to check, see how. This best. When I put this stuff here, it wasn't the best way. Actually, I'll just put that on here. This is empty enough. I can just drop this. This stuff is good for your element stuff, or like high-tech weapons, which I don't have the blueprints for. I can go into creative mode and just grab them that way, but I don't plan on doing that. That's what I do at the end when I'm just like, okay, it's time to just screw around for the next, 30 to 40 minutes. I do need to put a bed in here because I don't have one. I'm just gonna put these away. Actually, why am I putting my gun in there? Because I don't, with the Theo, I can get them, but it's not gonna be a priority at the moment. Because I want to get the canteen, because that would be a hell of a lot more helpful in this situation. I need more. Toilets? Cementing base in here. Yes, I do. Run this way. Cementing paste. And this. You need gasoline to run this, so I'm just making. That's why I'm cooking the gas. Cementing paste 4, because I need to make 1. I need an ingot, hide, and then the polymer, which is just 10. So I think I should be good enough to make them. I just need the gas, and I'll just take a stack. It's funny that it conveniently also makes a plastic bin for it. It's impressive. Put it in the forge, makes plastic bin. I mean, I'm glad they didn't add, that you would have to make a plastic bin for it. Because that would be really goddamn ridiculous if you had to make the plastic bin, then put the gasoline in it. It'd just be tedious. And I don't want to do anything. Like, I don't mind tedious gameplay, but it's not going to go over well if I have to do something that tedious. Oh well, good thing I have a lot of it. All my hide, along with the hair, because I gave my character a haircut. Because he had like homeless hair, which, that's honestly would be fine with me, but new haircut every once in a while is not a bad thing. And yes. Drop one, and then we'll basically after that's correct, we'll turn that off. I don't need to waste gas. For that, the compound bow is actually pretty good. The only downside is it doesn't shoot. You can't get a trank arrow and use that. The assault rifle, again, is a good weapon. Does its damn job. It's a good thing about these sort of weapons. The pump action is pretty good. Especially fun when a Dilophosaurus rolls up on you, just bow them right in the head with it. So I need 75. I was able to make 50 with these, so I just need to make more cementing paste, which is just wooden chiton. Let me put this in spot. this in here just in case I die. Alright, well, keep going down to the... I need to make irrigation so I can grow carrots and stuff, other stuff. I only eat meat. Water, so it's just for when entertaining my dinos. I just picked up some wood, and I'm gonna drop it because I don't need it. Back to the base. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do from there. Because the only thing is, I don't like going out at night because it's way too goddamn dark. So I'd rather stay here, unless I'm like, of course, if I'm on the Rex, I'm not going to give it. I'll just attach a torch to his saddle and go out that way. But since I'm not planning on going inland, because there's not really much I need to get inland, I do plan on eventually getting down to that, back to my Rex. Because that's sort of the area that I've seen Gigas spawn, but also there's Griffins and other stuff there, and T-Rexes will be there too. So that's kind of the area that I want to go to down the road. But, you know, for now, let's just build this base up, and then have to abandon it and go that way. But if I build a bed here, at least I can teleport back and forth between the two of them. So if I need to get stuff here, I can just leave one of my RGs here, as a taxi. Go, come back here, get the stuff, throw it in the RG, and then fly back. And then, of course, instead of, I'm not going to leave all my RGs there, and I would have to fly them back after I'm done. Because I need them. But also, another thing I need to make my, which is not really an important thing on this map. The one good thing about the Ragnarok map is I don't see a need to build a speedboat. I'm going to, but because there's not very much like going inland with it, or because I got the RG and I can fly everywhere. I can get across the map pretty easily. But what I used the speedboat for in the past was I used it to transport my Rexes. I would make it big, and I would add platforms on it, throw my Rexes on there, and then ferry them to wherever I need, unload them, and go from there. Plus, it makes a good, storage vessel. This stuff. Put this in here. That being said, there's not really much that I do. Like, this is pretty much all I ever do in this game is just go from what the fuck happened here? How did I not? What the fudgy-dudgy happened here? I know this wouldn't have been this way when I... What the fuck did I do? I love finding out that I did something goddamn stupid. But I was like, I'm surprised I noticed that now. That's my chest. I gotta put the torch up here. I just have a flat one. Yep. Just take it. Gotta fix that roof. It's not a big deal, honestly, because I'm not too worried about it. It's not like this map's not as hard to survive on as, say, what map I'm thinking of. It's the desert one. That's kind of a pain. That's a pain in the ass because you need to make a shelter immediately. But in that, I've learned that it's not just make a shelter. You need to find water, and then you need to just stand in the water, especially when a heat wave comes through, and then get the adobe structure, build an adobe house, because the adobe kind of almost acts as an insulation that kind of keeps you more cool, and then go out and start collecting dinos, like this guy right here, which I need to get you guys a mate. But so far I've only seen male Rexes. I haven't seen the female Rex yet. Once I get a female Rex, I'll bring her back here, and then have you guys make babies so I can have a baby Rex, which I've done when they weren't lying. The one thing that's difficult, raising a Rex child is a pain in the ass because they're so goddamn picky with the fucking heat. If it's too hot, that's a bad thing. If it's too cold, it's a bad thing. You just have to find the exact middle ground, and you'll be great. Then again, it's not as bad as having to raise a wyvern baby, because you cannot leave a wyvern baby alone. And if you don't modify the growth rate, you'll be standing there for 2 hours just trying to make sure that goddamn child behaves itself, and make sure it feeds, and make sure it doesn't die, because you can't just go up, knock a wyvern out and grab it. No, you have to steal an egg, bring it back to your base, hatch the egg, get imprinted on by the baby, and then make sure it doesn't die. But also you need wyvern milk to feed it, because it won't eat anything else until it becomes an adult. Once it becomes an adult, then it's not really that big a problem. It will eat, meat. It will eat raw meat. And then you're fine, because then you have a wyvern, which wyvern's an amazing mount, which is why when I go over there, it's going to be a pain in the ass to get, because I've never gotten a wyvern egg without the use of console commands, because that's always what I've used it for. I've always, that's the thing. I can turn on console commands right now and be fine, but I'm not going to, because, I don't do that until the very end, when I just want to fuck around, and I'm just like, alright, I'm probably not going to play Ark for a while. I might as well go get a whole bunch of shit and then just screw around for 3 hours. But also another thing I've learned how to do. Yeah, you see that? When I was up north, I spawned a Rex saddle so I can move them around. Also because I had a bunch of hyenas around where I was, so I just decided to kill them all before I killed the Argies I was trying to get. I've learned enough of how to play this game, but relying on the console commands doesn't help. But none of this stuff was built with using console commands. I did this all just by one at a time. Typically when I play, it's build a base and then figure out what dino I'm gonna grab first. Typically raptors are a good first choice for any dinos. One thing you need to do is you need to build a boa. You get a boa, you stop them with a boa. If you have to use the slingshot, you smack them in the head with the slingshot until they knock themselves out, and then tame them. If you have shrink arrow, you just shoot them once in the head and then wait. Or you can just, if they don't go down immediately after blopping them in the head, then shoot them in the body, because there's a chance if you keep repeatedly shoot them in the face with an trank arrow, you'll kill them, because a trank arrow, is still an arrow, so it's going to do damage. That's why the dart is a little bit better if you don't want to kill them, but it doesn't deliver as much. It's not as fast. It delivers a lot of it will put them to sleep faster. It's more potent. But depending on your dino, you have to modify your way you do things. Like a Giga, you cannot use the darts on him because his resistance to being knocked out is so high. You need to use a crossbow, because that's the only way you're going to knock him out fast enough, is by using a crossbow and about 7,000 bolts and about 27 different crossbows in order to knock him out. Because once you get his, once he gets to that level where he's about to get knocked out, he's going to book it. So the only way you're going to get him is if you build a trap and encasement. But remember, he's fucking huge. So you have to build one hell of a, enclosure to stop him from gnawing your fucking face off, because he kills you in one shot. And that's the thing with a Giga. You don't fuck with a Giga. At all. Never fuck with a Giga. When I see a Giga, I back the fuck off unless I'm going in there to capture him. And then again, all the times I've ever captured a Giga, I've done it with creative mode, and he still kills you in creative mode. I mean, creative mode, yes, it makes you God, but it basically increases your damage all the way, your health all the way up to 500. But the Giga does more than 500 damage, so he kills you in one shot. So, you are fucked if you run into a Giga, even in creative mode. Unless you're smart and you outwit him. It's definitely possible to outwit him, because I've done it enough to just kind of get him into a hole and get him stuck, because he can get stuck pretty easily. Get a rock formation, he'll get stuck in the rocks, and then that's when you use the occasion to knock him out. Make sure you bring narcotics to keep him knocked out, because if he gets up while you're trying to tame him, he's gonna fuck you up in one bite. And then all that work you just did, it's all for nothing. So that's why you need to come prepared. Like, I'm preparing my Rex to when I'm gonna go more this way because I believe there's a trench where the wyverns are is that way. So I want to get there and mark the location on my map, and then figure out what the hell I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna get down there, because I have no idea how I'm gonna get there. Who the hell made that noise? Okay, which one of you just took a shit? I said, who made that noise? Oh, my dinos. Okay, let's see. I need this. I'm definitely gonna have to make this. Oh shit, I need to get. God damn it, that's right. My game actually crashed when I went to go get silk. That's some odd. Like, this game loves to crash randomly, which is terrible because. Is that a rock underneath you? No, that's with Pterodon's arm or wing. Where's my RG? The one I fly on. Where the hell is he? Because I know he's here. There he is. Oh wait, no. Oh, I gotta name these guys. I don't have any names for them, so I can't name them. Well, with an RG, one thing you definitely want to do, increase their stamina, because you want to be able to. They don't use that as much stamina as a Pterodon, and their carrying weight is typically pretty high, so you don't really have to worry about that. But I need to know about this shit. I need to go get. I'm gonna grab my gun and my sickle so I can go over to the area to go get some silk, because I need silk so I can make the desert stuff, because that armor is a hell of a lot better for like just keeping the heat off you, so that's why I would use it. Bring it with me. This just in case. I'm going to bring a sword. Come again. Huh? Alright, buddy. I'm gonna go fast. Now the RG's not very fast, and there's not really anything you can do about the RG speed. You can't upgrade the RG speed, so you just have to pretty much upgrade his stamina, because when he's flying fast and he's not over encumbered, he moves at a decent enough pace that I'm not too worried about, a long trip. But it's when he has too much in his Zimvo, then you're in for one hell of a trip. Like, it could take you 30+ minutes to get across the map if you're on the other side of the map, depending on how much you have in him, because you're gonna have to stop, let his stamina refill. That's a catch, but I don't think I need anything that's in it. Like, you see, his stamina's not going down extremely fast, and that is a help. There's these birds. They're pelicans, which is all I'm gonna call them. Wait, what the hell is that down there? What is that? There's these I thought it was one of the sleeping dinos. There's a dino that sleeps. That I've run into that they like to sleep on the beach, and they've sometimes been in that forest they'll be in that forest. I don't remember their name. They're like Mega something, and they sleep, but they sleep during the day and they only wander at night. So if you want to if you want to capture them, capturing them during the day is probably the best, because they move slower during the day, and at night they get one hell of a buff, and by God do they haul ass. But alright, let's continue rolling. Did I get you food? No, that's my info. Okay, yeah, you have enough food. It doesn't. Always make sure you bring food, both for yourself and for your dino. Just go. Just to be safe. Try not to especially in late game when you have enough to go get, food. I was supposed to say, ooh, there's one sleeping one. No, it's just Parasaur. It's just a Perry. There's a Terry. Terrors are good, but goddamn, like they're fast and they're good for speed. Not good for anything else after that, because they can't haul worth the shit, and they can't attack. So, you know, they're pretty much made out of paper. So I tend not to use them after, you know, getting the RG. Because the RG just, sure, he's not as fast as the parry, but at least, you know, he can hit, he has decent attack, and he can, you know, fly for a hell of a lot longer. He doesn't use his stamina all at once. I mean, you still have to make periodic stops because the bird's not doing that infinite stamina. As great as that would be, is if the RG had infinite stamina. Hey, there's a megalodon over there. He is really close to shore. They put a new map out on Pagero. I think that's how you call it. But, you know, they put a new map and I spawned in and I went into the lake and there was an alpha megalodon in there and I go, well, that's unfortunate because that means I'm not going in the water because that fucker will kill me. And I don't exactly have anything that can fight that. I mean, especially when you just spawn in and you have nothing. And especially when you get attacked by Troudons just wandering the area like goddamn dickheads. I know, there is, I'm looking for the pink, let's stop flying fast. The flower should be in this area somewhere. Looking for a purple-ish pink flower. Huh. This spiky dude. I've gotten him. I don't remember what his name is. He's pretty fun. I mean, he very much he can bitch slap you and just get caught on his tail spikes and then he just slams you around, which is hilarious. You know, especially when you pick up a raptor like that and you're just swinging the raptor around. Oh, like if you want to see funny, the sleeping dino, the mega, or something. He can pick dinos up in their mouths, you know. Of course, he's not going to pick up a Rex in his mouth, even though that would be amazing. Just yanks the Rex up. Like, I don't know why the Giga can't do that. Just pick up a Rex by its throat and use it as a club. And just go for some real Monster Hunter shit. Just being... That's gotta be what the next progression for Monster Hunter is. Like, I would love to see how Monster Hunter, you know, handles trying to tame monsters, because that just seems like something that would just be like either, you know, could be the most complicated shit, or it can just be real simple, just knock them out and feed them, which is how you do it in this game. You just knock the fucker out and you feed them. That's it. Like, I was like, I would love to, like, of course, you don't want people taming. You're not going to be able to tame any of the Elder Dragons because that wouldn't make sense. But also, the more you think about it this way, the reason they wouldn't do it is because how would you work that in gameplay wise? Because if you go and tame the Angie, the big pink T-Rex, you pretty much rule that forest until either Wrathflow shows up, Devil Jiho shows up, any of the Elder Dragon shows up. You'll rule that forest with an iron fist and just be able to toss anything around. And even then, if you put in a decent leveling system for your and just upgrade system for your monsters, you could probably make it so, you know, you can take down an Elder Dragon with an Angie. I mean, it ain't gonna be an easy fight because the Elder Dragons can sometimes be a son of a bitch depending on which Elder Dragon you're fighting. I haven't fought him yet. I mean, other than, you know, Big Lava Mountain himself. But, you know, it's one of those games where I like Monster Hunter. The funny thing is about Monster Hunter, I've never played a Monster Hunter game other than Monster Hunter World. Actually, scratch it. I played one on the PSP. I think I don't remember what its name is, so I'm not gonna go throwing out names. But I played that, and I didn't like its combat system. It just didn't appeal to me. But when I played World, because, you know, a lot of people said, oh, World's a great game, you should play it, you know, you should get it, you know, people talked about it, it did great, you know, had great reviews. I picked up World, and man, World is definitely a great game. It's a fantastic game. You know, just from, I mean, it's not very, the thing is that I like about World is its story isn't overly complicated. It's a very simple story, which, you know, is all, it's like, you don't have to have Last of Us style, you know, storytelling to be a great game. You know, sometimes a simple game, you know, along with good, you know, gameplay, that's all you need, and that's all Monster Hunter was. It's like, it's a simple story with good gameplay, and that's why I think it did so well, why it resonated with so many people. It's not like, it's kind of like the thing with the Dark Souls games. Like, the Dark Souls games, as I've said in my Code Vein Let's Plays, like, I'm not a huge fan of Souls games, because I kind of feel like it's a very specific genre that I don't like. Like, I like the kind of, like, I like the building up, like, you becoming the baddest. Like, if, you know, if the gameplay was a little bit more, you know, action-oriented, you know, not saying it'd be Devil May Cry-ish, but something similar to where your character actually felt like he had actual power, that'd be one thing. But it's kind of what Dark Souls doesn't want to be, a game where you feel like you are the most baddest thing in the, you know, world. You're the thing that kills the baddest thing in the world. And, you know, that's all I want in a game. Like, even with Code Vein, I kind of wish Code Vein had those sort of elements to where you felt a little bit more power and it felt a little bit more unique. Because when I play Code Vein, the problem with Code Vein is it feels like a Souls game. It doesn't feel like it's being anything. Like, it has its own uniqueness to it. Like, same thing with Neo. Neo has the same thing. It has its own uniqueness, but it still feels like a Souls game. And I'm pretty sure Sekiro is the same thing. It has its uniqueness, but it still feels like a Souls game. But then again, that's what people like. People like the Souls games. Like, I have nothing against them. Like, I'm not gonna say they're bad games, because you can't be a bad game and have that hardcore fan base, unless, you know, it's Madden. You know, because Madden hasn't been good in such a goddamn long time. And, like, I used to play Madden, like, on the PS4. I played a shit out of Madden. Only reason why, because it's hilarious to play as the Miami Dolphins and actually, you know, go on to have a perfect season. You know, it's amazing when you see the Patriots get beat by the Miami Dolphins, you know, 6 to, you know, 78 points. Because you just go and just... It's... The thing with me in games is I like to play games that are fun. I like to play fun games and games that, you know, give me enjoyment. That's why I don't play games like Call of Duty. Like, I've played Call of Duty, but I play Call of Duty and I would only play like zombies. Because that's kind of the mode. I played that mode a lot with my wife. We used to just, when we were in high school, she'd come over and we'd just sit around and we'd play zombies. Because why not? It's fun. It's simple, and my wife was terrible at it and made me look better. So, you know, when I played it, it was very much a game where I just chilled out. I like, because that's the thing with me in games. I like casual experience. When I want a challenge, I appreciate a challenging game as long as it's not so challenging it's unfair. That's why I won't play Dark Souls. Because I played Dark Souls thinking like, oh, this game ain't that bad, you know, difficulty-wise, and I play it and then that game is that bad, but it's not a game I'm going to go through and ridicule, because that's exactly what Dark Souls is. So why I can't complain about that's what Dark Souls is trying to be. And why I don't go bitching and moaning about things, and, you know, things like that. It's like, would I have made Code Vein a little bit differently to kind of accentuate the fact that you're playing as a vampire and you have all these cool little things, you know, giant swords, that sort of thing? Yes, I would make it a little bit more differently, a little bit more. I would mix elements from God of War, like, you know, the finisher styles, or even just make you actually feel powerful. Because I like that in a video game. I want to feel like the baddest motherfucker in the room, or feel like, you know, you kind of, like, you start out weak and then you build yourself up to the baddest motherfucker in the room. that would be the more ideal situation. That's what I prefer in my video games. I like the escapist, feel. That's also why when I play certain games, I always test things like Fallout New Vegas was one of those games where I went through and I tested, well, not really test, but I found out, there'd be different, Caesar's Legion was horribly sexist towards, women, so women couldn't join Caesar's Legion. So what did I do? I went and I said, fuck it, I'm just going to not, I'm going to play as a woman, because what better thing to piss off, Caesar's Legion than a woman beating the ever-living piss out of all their boys. That was the thing. Like, personally speaking, I'm very much against that sort of, ideology, like women are weak. I don't like that sort of thing. I don't like slavery, and I don't like any. That's why, honestly speaking, like, I can make jokes that probably could be or that are probably sexist. But when I go out in real life, I'm not going to, like, when I'm at work, I'm not going to treat, my female coworkers like shit just because they're women, because that's not right. I will treat them the same way I would treat my male counterparts, and if they like joking, if they like to joke, I joke with them. If they don't like to joke, I don't make jokes at them. You be respectful. And that's kind of what I do. I be respectful. I'm not going to, insult anybody just, based on their beliefs. And when I play video games, I don't play online because I don't want to deal with that shit. Because some people don't act like adults, and when people don't act like adults, why the fuck do I want to deal with it? Because, I know what it's like to be a jackass child, so I'm not going to be listening to jackass children, even if they're in their 30s. If you're in your 30s and you're acting like a petulant child, that's what you are. You're a petulant child. And I don't want to have anything to deal with you. That's it. That's as simple as it comes. So when I see characters like that act like petulant children, I go, can I have the option to bitch slap that person's head off? Or in Caesar's Legion's case, I just fucking destroyed them with the thing they hate the most. A woman and somebody not believing in their ideology. Perfect. It's the perfect way to get back at the motherfuckers. So, honestly speaking, I think this is all I'm gonna do. This video is not gonna be in a part of a series. This is just, you might get an arc video here and there, just me dicking around and just talking like this, because that's kind of what, I swear to God, dude, if you were gonna shit on my head, I was gonna bop you. Don't give me that look, you motherfucker. I still love you, even though I can't bop you on the head, but good God. Aim your shits better, buddy. I'm gonna get on his head. I'm gonna get on his head. Let me just do this. No, let me just look up. That's my whistles. And there's my emotes. Where is... No, not that one. I want... See emotes? What's the third? I'm trying to figure out what the third person... Ah, there it is. Target orbit camera. It's like hanging out with my Rex. I need to... Oh. I almost bopped you on the nose. That would have been tragic, buddy. But, honestly speaking, as I was, saying before I get distracted because I'm dicking around with my Rex, like, standing on top of his nose, his schnoz. But, as I was saying before, these ARC videos, this ain't gonna be a series in ARC, this is just gonna be a game that I might play in random sections. So if I do another ARC video, it's not going to be continuing on like this. I could be in a different map, but it's the same. It's going to be the same sort of format. It's going to be casual, dicking around. Maybe I'll do something, and maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just bitch and moan for, an hour. Because, just having these stressor type things in these videos just kind of good practice. Because I kind of feel a little bit more open, a little bit more I'm trying to, it's basically practice of trying to make my YouTube videos sound a little bit better. Also because when I have to test new things like my mic and the Code Vein video in episode 3, the mic quality was great. It was just very low because I'm trying to get the perfect setting on my Blue Yeti, which when I looked it up, somebody said the Blue Yeti was good. It just picked up everything around you, so you need to put the gain all the way low, which when I did was very quiet. And now I've turned the gain up not that much higher, but I've also turned the mic setting in the capture a little bit higher, so it should sound a little bit better, and then I won't have to stress it as much. But that's it. That's all I'm really going to say for now. I'm the Evangelion expert, in which luckily I did not say I was Professor Chief, which surprised the fuck out of me because it was in the back of my mind when I was about to hit record. I was about to say, I'm the Professor Chief, but luckily I did not. I said the Evangelion expert, which honestly, they're both about the same name. It's, you know, could go either way. I mean, I'm both of them, so it doesn't really matter, but honestly, that's it for now. Actually, scratch that. There's only one more thing I want to talk about before I go. Throw me off your nose. I'm spawning in a rocket launcher and blowing your ass up. But there's one thing I just because I'm at work, the videos will probably end up slowing down a tad bit. Maybe because I tend to work mornings, and when I get home I'm tired and I really don't feel recording. But I'm gonna try and record early enough, and then do all my editing in the morning, and then posting it in the morning. So videos are gonna be a little sporadic. But the next video I want to do, I'm not gonna do Code Vein episode 4 until probably after whatever next video comes out after this one. What I'm probably thinking of doing is a series called Let's Draw. It's pretty much as it says. It's just gonna be me doodling, and it's gonna be kind of in this format where all I'm doing is I'm drawing and I'm talking. So I'm probably gonna do that, and what I want to do is I want to make it a little bit. I'm going to, well, it's not what I'm making because I really don't have anything to make because I've only done one. I don't know if I posted it here on Professor Chief. If I posted it on the Professor Chief, then I'm going to post it here. I think that's what I'll do. I'll go grab it and post it here. But what I want to do is I want to make a, what do you call it? Well, I don't know if I've done it here. I don't think I posted it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the one of my female characters because, honestly speaking, why not? Yeah, I don't plan on I don't think I'm going to be monetized anytime soon, so fuck it. I'll just put it under educational. But after that, then Code Vein will, I'll continue my adventures in Code Vein, and then you might see some other videos. I'm still working on getting, getting the stuff ready that I need to do Dragon Block. Which is the Minecraft mod that adds Dragon Ball Z, and it has its own little unique stuff into it. A little closer there, buddy. But that's still in the works, and I still want to do it. And maybe I'll do it soon. Maybe I won't. It just depends. I just want to make sure everything's right before I go do it. After that, there's not much more I need to say other than I am the Evangelion expert. Or just call me Walter. You can just call me Walter, because that's actually what my name is. My name's Walter. So just call me Walter if you want to. But when I intro, it's the Evangelion expert. So, this is the end of the video, my friends. I will see you guys in the next one. Maybe. If I don't give up halfway through. I will see you guys next time, my friends. Later.